Yo, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to hashtag Minecraft Craftaway. We are on episode 7, I believe now, of my Survival Island series, and I'm still in shock of how much this place has changed since we started. I remember it was just like a 10 block-ish island with a tree on, bit of sugarcane, and now it's turned into this like a grindware place. The first thing I'm going to do is actually get rid of all of the sugarcane, because I honestly don't think we need any more sugarcane. If we do, then I'll plant like a little bit. I don't actually like having it all the way around the island. But yeah, this is actually the first thing that we are going to do, because it's starting to bug me a bit. Let's just collect as much as we can from it, because look, we have over 2 stacks on us right now, and I believe we have some in our food chest. Yeah, we have over a stack in there, so we don't need any more of that. Last episode, as you might remember, I decided, well, we had the cow debacle, and we also went and got a load of dirt, which we've got so much, so I'm very happy with that. Let's just store away the blocks that I don't need for now. I should have done this before the episode, so I do apologize for that, but we are doing pretty well on every front so far, except for leather. Leather is the thing that we probably need the most, and I've decided to add one more rule to this. Is the only animals I can bring back to the island from the big island that we were at the start of last episode is ones that I can kill, bring back and kill. I can't breed animals. The only animals I'm allowed to breed in this series are ones that actually spawn on this island. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to be using all of this dirt, or quite a lot of it, to build a separate island off this island. And the first one, I want to make 2 separate ones, one where I can hopefully get animals on, and the other one hopefully where mobs can spawn. So the first one I'm going to start with is, actually we'll do it over this one here. So yeah, the first one I want to do is make one. Oh, actually, because this is actually, I might actually get rid of this bit here. The easiest way to do this is get rid of that and then just plant it down, so then the grass can actually spread, because we'll break up the farm a bit. So I do want to make quite big islands off the edge. I'm not necessarily just going to put it straight on there, because that's quite far away. I only really want it to go this far out. And now let's start making a bit of a shape. So I want to make 2 separate islands, and then at the second part of this like shorter-ish episode, I want to go back to the what's it called? The main island, or not the big island, and get a cow and bring it back and kill it, just so that we could potentially get one. So potentially so we can get one cow and one leather. I'm really bad at explaining what I'm building, but technically, yeah, I would say this is classed as building. I just realised this is going to actually be quite a chore to fill, to be honest. So it don't have to be like a perfect shape or anything. Yeah, it's really not going to be a perfect shape, but I kind of like how it's like this. Oh, and it connects up pretty well, to be honest. So this is a good shape. I don't know at this stage whether this one's going to be one that spawns animals or mobs, but honestly, it doesn't really matter at this stage. Like, I just want some more land mass so that potentially we can get animals, and at night I'm not going to light these up so then mobs can actually spawn on them, hopefully. I don't actually know the rules potentially of how spawning works from a man-made island, because like if I try and research it, it'll probably just come up with like PC stuff. So we've got plenty of dirt, which we were very fortunate to get last episode. So like that's probably the best way to get dirt, as we got last episode where we just found like big patches of it underground. I think that's the main thing we're going to do, because I could easily go to a bigger island and try and steal some, but I don't know, I think that's a bit cheap. I think getting it from areas that I've actually made myself like mines. I just think a good idea anyway. But yeah, I like this series. We have shown such great progression so far, and hopefully that continues. So this is one of the little islands. When I say little, it's actually quite big, but I kind of like the shape of it. And the other one, I think I want off in this corner, quite like maybe a diagonal one. So I'm hoping to do that. So let's just make. Don't matter if I use up a tiny bit. So let's just make it out this way. Potentially this one might be an animal one. Hopefully we get some spawn, and then I can turn this into like a farm off the main island. I think that could be a good idea. Let's go out a tiny bit more before expanding. Yeah, that'll do. So now I want to create a artificial land mass again. Oh, nearly fell in the water, but it doesn't really matter because I've been in the water loads in this series. Yeah, let's start going this way now. Hopefully I can make it reasonably sized. Actually, let's go a tiny bit more. Oops. And get this done. This shouldn't take too long, and then obviously we want to go to another island. The sun is heading down, so in the next day we'll go and visit the other islands. Actually, do I want to stay awake tonight just so I have a hope of something spawning? That could be actually potentially a very good idea, so I might actually do that. So I want this one to be quite narrow, so let's start heading in a bit. Okay, so is that a good enough shape? Yeah, this is quite narrow. I like it. I like it. So obviously in the future I want to build off another island, which will potentially I can build a house on. I think that would be a good idea. But yeah, not too bad. I think in the rest of this day, I think I should try and get a bit more fishing done. Try and get maybe a bow or something. It would be good. Infinity would be awesome, because even though we could, the thing is actually, yeah, getting arrows is going to be a chore in itself, just because we need chickens to spawn. The only two animals I really want are cows and chickens, because cows for the leather, chickens for the feathers. Simple as that. And it's only bred animals that I can eat the food from, I believe. Or am I just sticking to farmable foods in this series? I don't know, it's a tricky one. But anyway, we have done pretty well. That's perfect amount of dirt. We've still got over 2 stacks, so I can actually make another island if I feel the need to. Let's just spread that to there. Yeah, that looks better. So we've got that, which will start to spread. I could potentially make a smaller island somewhere else, but I'll see for now. I wonder if that like adds onto the map just yet. So if I go over this side, yeah, it does. It does actually, kind of. So the next one I might actually build off that way, but I do want this to be. It's going to look like a spider. This island, which I think is going to look pretty cool. Valuables, blocks. There we go. Let's store that away. We might as well also, before it gets night time, harvest the potatoes, because most of them are pretty much made harvestable now. Maybe these sort of things I can do more off camera, because all it is. Oh. Alright, these are my potatoes. Okay, let's do this. I kind of like the thought of separating. Actually, to be fair, I could turn this one into wheat. Ready for, you know what, next time it grows I'll turn this one into wheat, because it's nice that we've got 2 separate like modules to it. To be fair, I could have the farm go all the way around the main island. So how I'd want this to work, do I stand on one of the smaller islands and then let things spawn on the main one? Or actually I need to take away the torches, so let's get this all planted. And then let's get rid of all the torches, so then all of this area is unlit. I think that's the best thing to do. So I need to hurry up because it is about to be officially night. And let's just hope that something spawns on this island, because if a cow spawns at any point, then we don't need to go to another island. So let's just put all these away. Let's just get some building blocks so we can block up the mine shaft. Obviously the episode is going to look a bit darker in a second, but bear with. Hopefully this is a good idea, because theoretically the only mobs right now that can spawn are drowned, yes, and fish. So if I get rid of all this light and I stand on, say, this end of the main island, things might actually start spawning on there and there. I don't know. Do I get in a boat? I don't know if I've got my boat out still. It might be in randoms, to be fair. Yeah, there is one. Okay. So yeah, if I get in a boat... Oh, an Enderman has spawned. So we know that things... Oh, actually, to be fair, this is actually a very key thing. Right. Because if we can kill an Enderman, I will be delighted and get an Ender Pearl. Okay, is this big enough? I think it is. Come on. Come at me, bro. Come on, drop an Ender Pearl for me, man. Yes! So, we know mobs can spawn. Mobs can spawn. I repeat, mobs can spawn. And we got ourselves an Ender Pearl, which is going to be good. Obviously, we need to collect more down the line for when we go up against the Ender Dragon. But that's a long way away right now. That's not even a priority. But yeah, like, we know things can spawn. Well, at least an Enderman did. I'm going to put the squid out of some misery. But yeah, getting an Ender Pearl is very nice. So, in theory then, if I get in a boat... Oh, zombie! Zombie, that's good, but... Oh, and a skeleton. Ooh, skeleton is not the greatest thing right now, but... With mob spawn, and that's good. That means that things can actually spawn on my island, so hopefully during the day... Skeleton... is luckily it's not an enchanted bow. Oh, a creeper has spawned as well, so yeah. I need them to come over to me. Just need to watch out for my back. Oh. Come on, dude. Come on. Come on. In the water is bad. Don't want him in the water. Wait, where's he gone? Is he sunk? Come on, dude. Getting gunpowder is not a bad thing to get, actually. Okay, hopefully we don't blow up part of my island. I will be a bit pissed. So skeletons sink. Who knew? Oh, we've got another... I need to get a bow. I need spiders. So now we know that things... You're just dumb at pathfinding. You really are. Oh, this guy's going to turn into a drowned. Come on, don't blow up any part of my brand new island. There's a witch. A witch could be potentially pretty good, actually. Right, don't fall in. Okay, rotten flesh is not a bad thing to have. I missed the first shot, so that's kind of annoying. More gunpowder, that's alright. Right, so where is that skelly gone? Hello. You gonna have a limp arrow, or is it gonna actually hit? What did I get off that? I got 2 arrows and 2 bones. Very nice. I probably should kill this drown. Ooh, gold. Very nice. So it's definitely worth me staying. But the thing is, I will sleep towards the end of this night. I'm actually not going to go to the island in this episode. I'm more concerned about like what we can spawn on this island. Spider. So if we can get string for bows and fishing rods. I didn't get one that time. But we know things can spawn. So down the line, the more islands I make and not light them up, the better. And I could expand those islands. Oh, no spider. So this totally works, and like it's actually a brilliant way. So because everything that spawns this island, I can keep 2 string. So that means we can actually make ourselves another fishing rod at the moment. I would like to get 3 more strings so I can make myself a bow. Getting 2 arrows is nice though. I am very pleased with that. I honestly think a fishing rod right now is more important just because I could potentially fish out a new bow. What do you guys think about that? Okay, we've got another squid here. Come on, let's see what else we can spawn. We're doing well. We're doing well. But yeah, I was thinking like when I make my house, I need to make a big island, maybe off this end then. The thing is though, I maybe if I want one that like mobs can spawn, I should have made it a lot further away, because then they can spawn in the distance. Because I want to light this area up eventually. Okay, mobs aren't seem to be spawning right now, so which is not the worst thing ever. We've managed to get some very good stuff from like an ender pearl is fantastic. I was not expecting an ender pearl. So if I stand on here, do you think that spider? I was about to say, do you think that things will spawn on that end? Which it seems they do. It seems like mobs seem to spawn a bit more on this like bigger island. Okay, so we can actually make ourselves a bow. The thing is, I need to make sure that I use the rest of this fishing rod up first, because if I fish out a fishing rod, then I can make a boat. So I'm not going to use this string for anything just yet. Skeleton. It's worth killing. I just needed to make sure that he stayed on the land. We didn't get a bone or arrow from that. I was hoping that he would drop a bow. But yeah, this has been a resounding success so far. Hopefully we get a couple more things during this night. Where is the moon? So the moon's going down, so I do want to make sure I sleep during this night, just so it gets rid of any chance that phantoms might spawn. And I know that we've slept recently, so maybe I don't need to. But yeah, once all of this has been turned to dirt, which it hasn't spreaded much, but I guess daytime it would be best for that. I don't know. But we have had a very good night. Hopefully we can get one more spawn. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be a creeper, it could be a skeleton, it could be whatever you want. Come on, game. Come on. Just one more, and then I will be 100% satisfied. I don't think we're gonna get it. Which it doesn't matter. You know what? I think it's best that I keep this unlit anyway. I'm actually really surprised that animals haven't spawned on this island at all. But anyway, let's get back to what we were doing, or what we want to be doing for the rest of this episode. So we've been doing 18 minutes. This episode will be about 20-ish minutes, I'm gonna guess. So all I'm gonna do with the last couple of minutes or so is I want to just do a bit of fishing, just to see if I can get anything of use. So valuables, blocks, boat. Actually, probably I should leave a boat in this little bit here. Why not? That's a nice little place for it. So let's just get everything out of our inventory except for the fishing rod. And yeah, I think jobs are good. And actually, I need to cook these stuff up. Actually, keep forgetting to. We've got plenty of baked potatoes now, so that is good. Got a stack and a spare stack. Let's fish off this side. I don't think I've fished off this side. I do need to make myself a docks. I might actually do that at some point, but I need to plant some more trees at some point as well. So there's things I can be getting on with, but we do have a fair bit of resources right now. But hopefully, so we're on the last bit of durability on this fishing rod. Can we fish out another fishing rod and make this absolutely awesome? I don't think we will, so we might have to use that string on getting another fishing rod. But I'm not too fussed about that because we know things can spawn on these islands, so that's pretty good. And because I'm over this side, things could potentially spawn over that side. So it's not bad at all. One thing I was actually tempted to make down the line was like my own mob grinder. So it's a sky mob grinder. So because you're in the ocean and not many things can spawn in this area, it means that like because it's high up in the air, nothing can spawn except for where you want it to spawn. So you have like a dark encased like module or pod or whatever you want to call it, and then they fall like 21 blocks, they're one hit, or you can have it to like 23 blocks so they all die, and then you get the stuff from them. So like we could be getting more gunpowder, more bones, arrows, rotten flesh and stuff. Unfortunately with spiders it's very hard to have because spiders don't really fall, they like cling to the walls. So yeah, it's an interesting point. I'm just very hopeful that animals can spawn on this island. I hope so. It would be nice. It would be nice. I'm tempted to expand one of those like small, especially that one. I might spend out more because it might prove useful, but we'll see how we go. Let's go for another minute, I'd say, or the end of this fishing rod. Hopefully like 3 more catches and I'd be fairly satisfied. I just need to keep on checking, see if anything has spawned, because I can kill anything that spawns, or like trap them and wait for another one to spawn. It's an interesting thing. It's definitely an interesting thing if I can get something to spawn on this island. Okay, let's go for 2 more catches, then let's call it an episode. But it's been a very, very good episode. Maybe from the outset, or from an outside point of view, not much has happened. All I've done is make an island and then kill some mobs on it. But for the progression of this series, getting something like an ender pearl is absolutely brilliant, and getting more bones to like use as bone meal, or I can save the bones and maybe go to an island and try and get a dog. That's one thing that I can get and keep from another island. But I'll see how things go. I just need the grass to spread over those areas, and I believe that it is viable for friendly mobs to spawn, like cows, sheep, chickens, pigs, things like that. So interesting. I did say there were going to be 3 catches, but I just want something different than like a cod or a pufferfish. I just want something that I can go yes. But just to end the episode in a nice eventful. How was my armor doing? Not too bad. That Aqua Infinity has been very helpful actually, just so I can mine under water at the same speed as I would above water. Oh! Right, we're going to end on this, and we're going to check what this book is. Oh! Infinity! No way! No way! And it's got power. Do I make a bow then? And make that? You know what? I'm going to I think I should, you know. I think I should. I've got iron to make an anvil. Oh my god. I don't know why I'm doing it like this. I'm doing it because I think this game wants me to do well now. Right, so what do we need? We need that and we need that. Let's put this in. I know how to make a bow. A lot of people do it the other way around. Sometimes I've done it the wrong way around in the past, but oh my days. And I've got levels. So we now have a power-free infinity bow. So all I need now in my inventory is one arrow, and we've done it. Oh my days. So obviously in another night I do want to be trying to get more string. Wrong one. I do want to be getting more string, but for now I am absolutely delighted. A power-free infinity one bow. If I could get some unbreaking down the line and put that on, but this should last me a long time, and if like skeletons spawn, I can use it to farm up things that potentially could kill me, but I'd probably only use it on stuff I think. But guys, goodbye.